All right, welcome to this explainer. I want you to picture something with me for a second. Imagine a perfectly quiet night with this absolutely massive canopy of stars stretching out endlessly right above you. Now, sitting under that vast cosmic sky is a student, a Shishya. They look up, totally overwhelmed by the sheer majesty of it all, and they turn to their teacher. Today, we're going to explore the profound insights of Bhagavad Gita chapter 9. We'll be bringing that ancient conversation to life to really understand its incredible perspective on the universe.
So, you know that feeling of being completely tiny under the stars? The student is feeling exactly that, and they ask a question that honestly resonates with all of us. What is the greatest secret of the universe? I mean, when I look up at those millions of galaxies, how can I, someone so incredibly small, ever begin to comprehend the vastness of the entire cosmos? Well, the Guru answers with such a comforting tone, introducing this fascinating concept known as Raja-Vidya. Translated, this means the regal science or the king of education. When we look at the source commentaries, they describe this knowledge as the supreme purifier. The text actually frames it as this sovereign secret, literally the science of great minds. And the best part? It notes that it's meant to be deeply, truly joyful to practice. Okay, let's dive into this and ground our dialogue in this historic, deeply symbolic conversation. Here we have Krishna and Arjuna on the chariot, representing the ultimate teacher and the ultimate student. Now, they're situated right in the middle of a chaotic, intense battlefield, yet the knowledge being shared in this chapter is meant to pierce straight through the noise and into the very mechanics of the universe itself. Section 1. Like wind in vast space, the metaphor of omnipresence. Transitioning away from that battlefield and out into the immense scale of the cosmos, verse 9.6 states, "As the mighty wind, blowing everywhere, always rests in ethereal space, know that in the same manner all beings rest in me." Just imagine the student marveling at that vivid imagery. The wind is this invisible, ridiculously powerful force blowing everywhere at once, yet it's held perfectly securely within a boundless, infinite container. Okay, so let's unpack this metaphor. The commentaries give us a really clear mechanical breakdown of this worldview. Think about space. Space permits the movement of literally everything. That mighty wind is huge, it's highly active, yet it's completely, totally contained within space. In space itself, it's never tainted or disturbed by the wind. In the exact same way, the sources explain that the divine holds and supports the entire active cosmos without ever getting entangled by it. Section 2. The supervisor of all nature. The cosmic machine. Now, if the divine just holds everything like space holds the wind, you might be wondering, along with the student, wait, does it actually control how nature works? The text answers this directly in verse 9.10. Under my supervision, Prakriti produces all beings that move and move not. Indeed, because of this, does the world revolve. Prakriti simply means material nature. And the commentaries explain that material nature acts just like a perfectly engineered machine, producing everything under the watchful eye of a master driver. Now, this sets up a really mind-bending contrast. On one hand, we have the macrocosm, the divine overseeing the vast, endlessly revolving universe. But on the other hand, we have the microcosm, the tiny individual soul. So the student looks at the staggering, unbelievable scale and wonders aloud, if the divine is so unimaginably huge and controls all those spinning stars, how can I, someone so small, ever possibly connect with it? Section 3. Simple offerings of love, the accessibility of the divine. You know, you can almost hear a warm, gentle smile in the guru's voice as they answer this, moving completely away from the cold mechanics of outer space and right into profound personal intimacy. Listen to the beautiful, everyday accessibility of verse 9.26. Whoever offers to me with devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or some water, I accept this offering made with devotion by one who is pure of heart. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer, utter simplicity of these 4 items. A leaf, a flower, a fruit, just a little water. The source commentaries heavily emphasize that this connection has absolutely nothing to do with material wealth or grand, impossible sacrifices. Actually, it's a huge departure from a lot of ancient texts that required massive wealth and these incredibly elaborate rituals. Here, it is entirely about the pure love and devotion behind the act. Think about it logically for a second, which is exactly what the texts point out. The divine, right, this supreme supervisor of the entire turning universe, it literally needs nothing from us. It already owns the whole shebang. Therefore, it's the love,
that pure, genuine heart that is truly being accepted and cherished here. The physical offering, that's just the vehicle. Section 4. Dedicating your everyday actions. The yoga of daily life.
But hey, the student might still be thinking, what if I don't even have a leaf or a flower handy? What if I'm just living my busy, completely normal, everyday life? Well, verse 9.27 answers this by showing how this regal science weaves seamlessly into our daily routines. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer in sacrifice, do that as an offering to me.
And this brilliantly illustrates what the text calls the yoga of daily life. It breaks down into 3 super simple steps. 1. Act normally. Keep working, eating, doing your normal chores. 2. Just shift your mindset. And 3. Offer the results with love. According to the text, you don't need to abandon your secular, everyday tasks. You can totally transform them into profound spiritual connections just by dedicating them. Let's move to and see how this builds, coming all the way back to our foundational image of Krishna and Arjuna. We have journeyed all the way from the incomprehensible vastness of the cosmos, the mighty wind blowing through infinite space, all the way down to the simple, humble act of offering a single drop of water. This dialogue brilliantly brings the cosmic right down to the deeply personal. So the crucial point is this beautiful harmony between 2 massive concepts. The Supreme Supervisor, the force controlling the turning of the entire universe, is simultaneously presented as a loving friend, intimately accepting a single little leaf from a pure heart. In this philosophy, love is the ultimate bridge between the infinite, macro scale of nature, and the infinitesimal, tiny, individual soul. As we bring this explainer to a close, I want to leave you with a thought to really carry with you. Later tonight, as you look up at your own starry sky, feeling that gentle wind and marveling at the vast space above, what simple action, what totally ordinary moment of your day will you choose to offer to the universe with a pure heart?